Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Potionomics. Let's go ahead and rank up Muktuk. Get him up to rank 10.
You have been on my mind, of course. Truly, Sylvia, you are at the height of your craft.
I'm guessing you like the potions.
Quite so. The taste was so pleasant I could not help but lick my lips. But what's more...
Well, boy, I hope I didn't send him any bad taste ones.
Your potions bestowed upon me a sense of enlightenment, as if my third eye were pried open. I realized that an artist is ill-equipped to be his own critic, and so I had an idea, to place at my sled a box for comments. For I seek guidance, and while the ancestors may be silent, customers rarely are.
What sort of things did people have to say? Probably reduce the prices. Not as many additional ingredients needed.
Oh, I would not know. I have not yet mustered the courage to read the cards. Perhaps, since you are here...
Sure, I'll read the cards for you.
Sylvia, would you do me the honor of reading these missives?
Muktuk holds his breath as Sylvia takes the first of several note cards. It's from Mint. She wrote, "Muktuk, you're a lifesaver." And I meant that literally. And I mean that literally. The repair work on my hammer looks gorgeous, and it withstood a bite attack from a full-grown prairie piranha. I don't know what that is, but she's clearly impressed, especially since you barely even charged her for your work. Roxanne says your engraving tools keep their edge twice as long as anyone else's, and her words, she's been around the block a few times. Saffron claims the trees weep in the vicinity of a Muktuk-crafted axe. And I'm not sure this is totally relevant, but Quinn says that Boxer loves gnawing on that weird sculpture you abandoned.
Sylvia, I do not know what to say. This is...
Are you all right?
All right is deeply insufficient to describe what I am feeling. Such an outpouring of respect and admiration. I never would have imagined.
Yeah, that many 5-star reviews could make me cry too.
You joke, I think. But you know the depth of meaning in this. We toil, all of us, because we must work to put food on the table and a roof over our heads. But for some of us, the work is also a calling. A roof is necessary, but it is a fulfillment we crave.
I actually don't need to work to put food on my table. Apparently, Sylvia doesn't need to spend money on that.
To know my work is appreciated on this level, to know that others see the value in my labor, this is a gift unlike any other.
To be fair, I've been saying this stuff all along.
I thought you were just being kind. And you are kind, Sylvia. Your support has been of the utmost significance to me. Were I to have the encouragement and adulation of all of Rafta behind me, it would mean nothing without you here beside me.
Aww.
Come, if you are in agreement, I should like to return to our special place. The waters of the bay are still. The beach is empty. In the quiet, the great statue of Maven seems even more imposing than before. There she is, just as we left her. And just as she will be for years to come. You realize, don't you, that the statue will outlast us both?
Well, I mean, not if someone goes and blows it up.
Long after we are ash, she will continue her silent vigil.
I'm not being burned. I don't know about you. Well, actually, I probably will be cremated, but, you know. Oh, I don't know. There's always a chance an earthquake could take her out.
Or that the people might bring her down, yes? And they may one day tire of the reminder of a dark past. I suppose this is the lesson the sand taught us. While our works may indeed outlive us, nothing is forever. We all wish to leave our mark on this world, not just artists, everyone. For me, there is the added pleasure of my pilgrimage. In order to complete it as it is intended, and as it has always been done, I must craft a work of singular beauty and undeniable grandness, a masterpiece. I have it in me, this I know, but in the meantime, there is the other purpose of my pilgrimage, to forge connections, and to aid those who may benefit from my skills. I enjoy this very much, the union of form and function, the betterment of daily life through master craftsmanship. Art that helps people. Perhaps that is not so insignificant.
It sounds awfully impressive to me.
I am glad that you think so. I can only hope that the ancestors agree.
Did they speak to you?
Though I strain to listen, I have yet to hear their words. And yet, there is something there. Their presence is unmistakable. The ancestors are with me, Sylvia, and they have filled me with the full conviction that they are pleased with my path and my progress upon it.
That's great news.
Indeed, yet it is no excuse to sit idle and twiddle our flippers. There is much to be done, for we are, all of us, building this place together. Rafta itself is the great work of many hands. And I am so very honored to work beside you in this great endeavor.
I feel the same way. Life in Rafta has been challenging. But having you on my side has made it a little less scary, and a lot more fun. And I think you and me and this whole town are just getting started.
Then let us anticipate great things in our future. But let us also appreciate this moment, for we must not fail to see the beauty that is all around us. And in the spirit of appreciating beautiful things, I should like to sculpt you, Sylvia, if you would allow it.
What, here? Now?
Why not? The light is exquisite. My spirits are high. And I think neither of us could ask for better company, eh? Tell me true.
Alright, I'm game. What do I do?
It is easy. You stand very, very still. But first, I should like very much to give you a hug.
Aw.
Affection for my subject. It is an important part of my process.
I thought you'd never ask, you big softie. Aww. And he accidentally breaks her back. Alright, opener. I can only be played as an opener. Apply conviction. Doubles the interest applied by the next interest-raising card. It's okay. The fact that it's just the... I mean, doubling is good, but it's just one card, so it's... Good if I'm about... good if I have a lot of non-interest raising cards. Would that apply to, like, the stances? Because if I could do a thing where it was, like, play a whole bunch of non-interest raising cards and then do my closer, that gets, like, 42 and it doubles to 84 kind of thing, that wouldn't be bad. You have reached the max relationship with Muktuk. Achievement unlocked. Peas in a pod. Excellent.
Now my heart is full.
Alright. I have not actually been to Quinn today, so let's go ahead and do that.
With your departure, the fire dims.
Let's go ahead and expand, and wow, did I get a lot of these. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's shop anything that I need. I do need these. There, what else? Definitely used a lot of these. But yeah, like early on, I was just giving low-tier ingredients to conserve the higher-tier ingredients, and I would definitely change that. I would give more higher-tier ingredients, especially if they're ones that I have, like, found not to be particularly useful. God, I need more of those. You can do that through gardening, I think.
Like, horn jelly I really haven't used too many of. For example. Like that I could have given to people. And I was doing some of that early on with some things that I knew I wasn't really going to be using, but... there is still more that I could have done. I don't think anything is on sale today, so... nope, not there. Alright. Let's see, what else? I wish all of the high Magamin ingredients did not just like pretty consistently have bad traits. That there would be a little bit more to get some of these, I'm gonna get more of these. I do use a lot. I do use a lot of those for sure. Like, there's a lot of ingredients that just don't see a whole lot of use. Even in recipes that might be kind of perfect for them, in like, you get the 3 ingredients and it applies to that potion, sometimes it's just not worth using. You can get to the point that you want in other ways. 47. I should use those. Kind of tempted to, like, save before the end of the day on the last day before my thing, and then just, like, fill up Vendy with stuff, save and quit, load back in, have it all sell out, just so that I can go into the final fight with absolutely nothing and see what happens. Because I do not know what the lose state in this game actually looks like. I am very curious about that. Especially right at the end. Uh, 140D isn't too bad, but the problem is, like, having a bad trait. Like, if this had just a good trait, I'd be all over it. I really would. There we go. Alright. So that's all of that. Let's head over to Baptiste.
You're always welcome here.
Alright, let's go ahead and rank you up.
As a matter of fact, I have news. Sylvia, it was so kind of you to donate those potions. I'm including them as prizes as part of a new Hero of the Month program. And if that goes over well, I'll be buying more from you for future months.
I guess it pays to be generous.
Well, it certainly got me thinking about how nice it would be to have that sort of control over my own business dealings. You didn't have to ask anyone's permission to make a donation. You didn't have to justify your decision to your stakeholders.
Well, I did get some dirty looks from the owl. But hey, a Hero of the Month program sounds like a good way to boost morale.
Oh, that's the barest tip of the iceberg. I'm making some changes around here. Big ones. You see, I realized something. In all of our discussions of how we might make this organization better for the heroes, I was towing the company line. Even when my heart was with the heroes, my head was caught up in a certain way of thinking, an old way of thinking. It's the old ways that are broken. We need new ideas, new paradigms.
Hence the big changes you mentioned.
That's right, and those big changes start with the dissolution of the guild.
Dissolution?
You heard me? Effective immediately. The Heroes Guild is no more. And in its place shall rise the Heroes Guild.
You just moved the apostrophe.
I just realized that it's probably confusing without seeing it spelled out, but there's an apostrophe now.
Still confusing.
At its heart, it's a simple idea. Rafta's Heroes Guild has always been part of the larger organization, a franchise beholden to the main chapter back home. But this particular chapter is a risky venture by modern standards. The guilds of the mainland are a well-oiled mechanism. Out here, everything is less predictable and more dangerous. So my family feels they've put much more into Rafta's Guild than they've gotten out of it. They've gone so far as to call it a money pit. So, I offered to take it off their hands.
So now you're in charge?
Yes and no. I'm writing a new charter, one that will transform our little clubhouse into a non-profit operation. The value that the heroes generate will be funneled directly back into the organization and into their own pockets. As for the question of who's in charge, if I've learned anything in recent days, it's the limits of my own perspective. We'll be holding elections soon to determine who will join me on a leadership council. By electing and empowering representatives from their own ranks, and establishing a system of checks and balances, the heroes can rest assured that my own personal blind spots won't become systemic blind spots, capable of impeding the organization as a whole.
Wow, it actually sounds like you did it. You solved all the guild's problems.
Well, not all our problems. My chambers are still drafty, and the lack of natural light in the morning is just abysmal.
Still, I'm surprised your family agreed to this. Even if the guild isn't as lucrative as they'd hoped, it's obviously generating revenue. And as unique as Rafta is, there's potential for this chapter to be massively profitable down the line.
The truth is, they didn't just hand it over. They are business folk, after all. But I was able to convince them that the guild's prospective earnings were somewhat less than the value of my inheritance. So I'm officially out of the will, and my monthly stipend is a thing of the past.
You mean you're broke now?
For the time being, but I still think I came out ahead in this negotiation. This guild is going places, Sylvia, and I and my heroes now stand to benefit directly from the hard work we put into it.
I had a feeling this is where it was going, too.
Plus, my mother still intends to send regular care packages, so my hair care regimen at least will not suffer in the meantime.
Phew.
I feel good about this, Sylvia. It's the start of a whole new way of doing things. A heroes guild that is for the heroes and by the heroes.
Hence the apostrophe.
Exactly. You see, it's not just a flashy change. But that's enough shop talk, surely. Come. Let's make the most of our time.
Baptiste leads Sylvia down to the water, where they once again have a view of the Kraken's skull.
Well, we should get cracking.
Sorry. Considers it quietly, thoughtfully, as if it were artwork in a museum. Artwork he was sure held some obscure secret significance.
That skull does loom large, doesn't it? As monuments go, it's a little morbid. But it's a good reminder of where we've been, and of what awaits us at the end. I'm happy that between those points, our two paths converged. Your friendship has been a guiding light in my life of late. Truly, I had been stumbling in the dark. You helped me make sense of my new surroundings, and you helped me refine my purpose.
You helped me, too.
It's good of you to say so, and I trust our partnership shall continue to thrive in the years to come. You know, now that I think about it, you're quite fearless, Sylvia, cool under pressure, and honorable too. The Heroes Guild could use a recruit like you.
You must be joking.
You know me well, and I'm glad that you do. Thanks ever so much for being that rarest of creatures. A true friend.
Aww. You've learned something new. Silver Tongue. Raise interest by 10. Remove all customer buffs. That's not bad. You have reached the max relationship with Baptiste. Excellent. Fantastic.
The guild is better than ever, thanks to you.
And so we head on home.
'Twas a pleasure.
Kind of inclined to, like, speed run through the rest of the days, because, I don't know. Like, not a whole lot else that I really feel like doing, other than, like, just spending time with people. Minor drowsiness cure, good brew! Greater seeking enhancer. Common seeking enhancer. Common dowsing enhancer. Perfect brew, nice. Flawed brew, aww, womp womp. And a masterwork curse cure. It's only a superb brew, dang it. I wish I could see what I had just done there. Alright, let's go to... Oh wait, no, I need to, I'll need to age that. Yeah. Oh, but gardening I can do. Alright, let's see. Do that one. There we go. Get a whole bunch of that stuff. Alright. Let's see. So. Let's go to... Actually, let's not go to brew. It's getting close to end of the episode time, and we've had some run long. So let's check the deck builder and just take a quick look at what it says about characters. Now, I did miss a little bit about Luna. It's unfortunate. Quinn. Quinn has shrugged off disappointment and learned to let a little light into their life, thanks in part to their bond with Sylvia. Buoyed by Sylvia's support, Muktuk has renewed his commitment to creating art that's as useful as it is beautiful. Aww. Saffron has stopped denying her trauma and, with Sylvia's support, has begun the process of healing old wounds. Luna. Luna has sought Sylvia's advice regarding an opportunity to expand her business, but the final decision is Luna's alone. Alright, we have taken a look at those. Roxanne and the kitties. Baptiste. Encouraged by his friendship with Sylvia, Baptiste has set ego aside to bring compassionate reform to the Heroes Guild. Nice. Corsac, I don't know that I... No, I did rank him up. Discouraged by Rafta's disregard for the environment, Corsac is worried that Sylvia might be the only person who ever gets him. And Zidriel. Zid has rediscovered the joy of creating meaningful art by completing her song that celebrates Sylvia. Aww. Okay. Custom orders. Yeah, we can do this one. Alright, stamina. That's 14 mana. There we go. Let's go ahead and ship that on out. There we go. Unlock Luna rank 10. I also forgot to stop by Roxanne. It's fine. Just let these expire. I don't care about them. Alright, so, with some of these new Magamin ingredients, I might have an easier time bumping up to a high tier with some of these potions, so I'm going to try that next time. And then just keep getting some minor brews, and we'll head out for the evening and just, like, do one of the quick hangouts with someone. Not going to be able to do... I don't think I have time to do all of the hangouts with everyone, but I will probably focus on the characters that I find most interesting. So that will be for next time. See you then, everyone.